There are allegations of dirty plumbing in a Long Island community where a homeowner is suing her local buildings department.
She claims her town puts contractors' interests ahead of residents because town buildings officials are the contractors. Long Island reporter Carolyn Gusoff has more on what some are calling a blatant conflict of interest.
There were public officials in the building department that misused their positions of authority.
Janice Crippen wanted to make life better for her disabled mother with a ground floor bedroom and bathroom. But in the process, she says she got a disturbing lesson in the way the buildings department of the nation's largest township operates.
Astounded.
Crippen charges the department protects contractors over homeowners.
Leakage from the bathroom upstairs came down and used to come through the light fixture over here.
Crippen says her project was a plumbing mess from the start with unvented and leaky pipes. She says she was shocked to see that a Hemptead town plumbing inspector approved the rough plumbing work. She claims the inspector never set foot in her home.
Either myself or my father were present at all times when there were construction workers in the house.
Crippen says when she complained to the town of Hempstead about dangerous conditions, she was directed to the Plumbing Board of Examiners, and the person she was complaining to in the town, Anthony DiSabato, was also the master plumber on her own job.
We have the person to whom you must complain about the plumbing problem making a decision on his own company. That is clearly a conflict of interest. There's an appearance of impropriety.
Attorney Ken Mullins says he'll file suit against the town of Hempstead, claiming civil racketeering and negligence.
The master plumber allowed his license to be used by my general contractor to create unsafe and unsanitary conditions in our home.
Mr. DiSabato has an unblemished record.
John Powers represents Anthony DiSabato, the plumbing board member and the master plumber on Crippen's job. He says DiSabato took himself off the case immediately when Crippen first complained and never misused his license.
In no way does he use unskilled labor or would allow someone on a job site where he has pulled a permit to perform any work without his specific knowledge.
The Nassau Department of Consumer Affairs investigated Crippen's claims and found no criminality, but referred the case to the Nassau DA. But its commissioner says he believes the setup in Hempstead does create conflicts of interest.
It appears as though there are situations where the cop is actually monitoring his own work.
Bogstad wants to see licenses issued county-wide, like in New York City.
When you have these individual fiefdoms, whether they be villages or towns, and you have examiners basically passing grades on their own work, you have a recipe for disaster.
Crippen agrees. She alleges her inspection was rubber-stamped by a town inspector who never saw the plumbing, and that the master plumber allowed subpar work to be done under his license.
They had a duty to inspect and also, as a board member, to recuse themselves if there was a direct conflict of interest.
They are serious charges, which DiSabato's attorney vehemently denies, as does the town of Hempstead.
Mr. DiSabato recused himself when the Plumbing Examining Board considered Mrs. Crippen's case.
Town officials stand by their inspector, saying the inspection was done, but the way the Plumbing Board members are appointed, town officials say that will be re-examined. Carolyn Gusoff, News Channel 4.
World Trade Center steel and